Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 9 of our Golden Century Spain World Conquest here as Castile. Last episode we got our personal union over Portugal. This episode we are tearing down Tunis, hopefully grabbing the trade and then leaving. I'd also like to go over here and tear down pieces of Tlemcen, giving them to Aragon, you know, so on and so forth. All the stuff I want to do with Aragon. I want to give them lots of land, plenty of land. It also looks like the first two reforms here are already done for the HRE, which is nice. So, if you want to get a whole bunch of those done, then that's cool. Before I walk in there and instate myself as the HR Emperor. That's not going to happen for, let's say, a pretty long time, actually. Not for a while. Oh, and I can get tax and manpower. Sure. Just going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and take care of this guy. Get rid of those noble rebels. Beautiful. I'm going to drop one guy off and then start sieging over here, I think. Also, don't really know what Naples is doing there. Looks like they're having fun, though. They're doing something, for sure. Royal marriage with Poland's over. Oh no, whatever will we do? Not like it really matters. I could start supporting my heir there, though. I should have at least one guy taking care of Outraged. I should have you exploring? Maybe? Which you should be doing already? Okay. I'm not really gonna think about that too much. That is a lot of Tunisians. I think they just built a couple of stacks, a couple men there. I don't know if I stole that ship or whatever, but it's mine now. Yeah, you guys aren't doing anything. Oh, because we have no sailors. That would make a lot of sense. And we have no sailors because we use 58 per month. Yeah, that would happen when you have all these guys here. So the heavies can actually go back, and actually everyone can go back here, except for the galleys. That's what we're going to do. The galleys can blockade. Because we have allies. Actually, we don't even need to have our ships out, because we have allies. So that's fine. I am going to cap on military if I'm not careful. That's fine, because it is free development. Which works for me. Our manpower dev is actually very good this time period already, so feels nice. We've just finished exploring West Africa, I think. Looks like it. Let's go to Atlantic South America, I guess. We can't actually explore very much. Our colonial range is very limited. It can expand in next tech, or if I get 2 more colonists, or sorry, 2 more ideas here. So that is the cost of 800 versus 570. I'll get 115 range compared to a 50% bonus. Yeah, the 115 is obviously the way to go. I'm just going to put these guys in here. Don't want you to try and attack me. We did just lose a general there, though, which is really bad. So we need to take this soon enough. I don't like what I see here. I think they're going to try and attack Aragon. Oh. The crown will pay off some of the Alvarez de Toledo debt. Who the hell are you? Oh, our Prince Consort, I see. That's a lot of money. They will remember that we came to their aid. Okay, fine, screw it. Money's useless anyway. Not useless, but you know, doesn't really matter. Let's go for General. Ooh, really good General. That is a 5 shock this early in the game. Absolutely beautiful. And we're colonizing just fine, right? Or we're looking around. That's great. Portugal's doing a lot of colonizing, which is wonderful. Please keep doing that. North Atlantic, I guess. There's not really much I can explore. Let's have you guys over there. We're gonna start dealing with this. Beautiful. I don't know if this war is gonna end anytime soon. But it looks like they're actually pushing back. Looks like. I don't know if it's true. But we might actually be winning this, maybe? If they get Muscovy to low, then, like, you know, easy, but... we'll have to find out if they do. Actually, let me pull a bit of a sneaky here. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I can just do this. Okay, quest for the New World. Great, that's wonderful. What do we have here? A new Reconquista. We need explorers or we need conquistadors? I have an explorer. I don't think I need extras. But could I use a conquistador? Maybe. I think this counts, doesn't it? As land that I can return to. So I'm thinking I might as well get 5,000 men. Something like this, right? And I send them off to the New World. And they can use the Conquistador to look around. They might find the 7 cities, or one of the 7 cities, who knows. It's rather unlikely, but if they do, that's cool. That's great if they do. Good for them. I'm gonna hand these off to Aragon, though. Yeah, those go to Aragon. Everything else is gonna go to me, though, I think. What else do we need to do here? I have the Conquistador, I need to wait for these guys to be done, and then I need to move the ships over there. They could like me or I could get Diplo, and I much prefer the Diplo, I think. So I can get that next tech. Siege of Tunis is done. Wonderful. Conquistador, you guys are done. I'm wondering what I'm gonna do with this, though. I have to wait for that siege anyway if I plan to take that land. But yeah, if I wanted to do something like this... It's a bit of AE. It's a little bit of AE, unless I wait on it for another year or something. I can continue to wait on it, right? That's not a problem. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll just wait on some provinces that I don't plan to take. I'll just do this. You explored the North Atlantic, that's great. Let's go to West African coast. There's not really much for you to explore, but, you know, have fun. Then these guys are going to be shipped straight off to the New World. I still don't have a colonist. Feels good. Feels something, man. I don't know. Of course, you can split into a couple of pieces to, you know, loot things a little more efficiently. Free loot. Isn't it just beautiful? I've already looted this, haven't I? Yep, let's loot here then. I've already looted there, so let's loot there. But yeah, nothing to do except for wait. Damn, that is a massive rip for Naples. That is a direct war, too. Defender against Naples in the Neapolitan conquest. Oh, Naples, you fool. You broke your lines with Venice, you absolute clown. You are the whole circus. That's your problem, not mine. I'll wait until you're dead. And then you can reconquest cores once you're too small to rival me. So there we go. Works. It all works in the end. So you guys, hunt for the 7 cities, have fun. You guys can back over here. I would like to colonize this to increase my range. Because currently I can't colonize literally anything else, so that's cool. Now that I think of it... No, because what I need to do is... I need to colonize a province somewhere over here. It's most likely going to be in the Caribbean. So the effective distance towards that is 233. But if I grab this tech, it's 115, then that is 275 range that I have. So then I can reach the Caribbean, so I can grab this, then I can grab this, and then I can grab this. Which is amazing. So these 3 missions just from colonizing the Caribbean. And then I need to make a Colombia with 5 provinces. So then I get claims on Peru. And then I invade Peru, get lots of money. And I'm just going to keep invading things. I don't want to colonize as much as I want to just invade. Just give me your land. Gib land, thanks. Okay, we're gonna wait another year. Looks like Portugal's winning that naval battle. Looks good. These guys can all group up over here. You guys can all group up over here. We're at 100% and you're at medium. I don't even know how that works, but anyway. So, we're done. I can do this. Yes, this is apparently a completely okay peace deal. With no Mamluk intervention. This is apparently absolutely fine. By all means, sure. War reps, give me money. I'll take 3 provinces. These will go to Aragon. Great. I'm going to turn these into trade companies. But should I convert them first? That's a good question. I'll have to revert this and then convert it anyway. If I were to try and go for a one faith. But for now, I think the money, like the trade income, is actually worth more if I do this right now, right? The trade power is 9 because of autonomy, but if I do that... Yeah, then it's back to normal. If I do this on these 3, then that should give me lots of money. Should give me lots of trade income. There we go. More money is moving towards Sevilla. That's more money for me. I can repay 2 loans. That's great. Sure, sure. Or I could reinvest it. That's also true. Like in a lot of different places, like here. Cadiz, Leon, Burgos. Then I get more of my own trade as well. Lots of money. I need plenty and plenty of cash. And then, of course, I want to deal with these somehow. I might just raise autonomy. Which is fine, because I'm not getting any value out of this except for the trade power. And the trade power is fixed by our trade company. Man, I cannot speak today. I'm so sorry. Anyways, let's see. We can start off... I think I would prefer justified wars currently. To help with my aggressive expansion, which is astronomical. So we're going to do that. Naples is, oof, not having a good day. I'm going to try and improve relations, see if I will eventually be too strong for them. Try and rival me. Can I send... Everything's out of my range, so I can't actually send more trade this way. It's really unfortunate, actually. Unless I were to... nope. Nope, really nothing flows into Sevilla. Except from here, but I can't reach Timbuktu, I can't reach the coasts or anything, so... We really are just going to have to wait till the next Diplotech to get that range. Which is fine. It's not bad. It's just that that merchant doesn't do much right now. But who am I going to invade next? I think it was going to be you. Well, it could be Morocco for Reconquest, actually. Morocco for Reconquest, except I can continue the Reconquista as well. Which is 4 extra provinces. I don't know if it's better than to use my... Maybe I should use Conquest, take those provinces, and then Reconquest later? Or should I Reconquest now? And then Conquest later. Maybe I should Reconquest now, because I have a lot of AE. Yeah, that's probably the better move. Should probably reconquest now. So let's have you guys move over to here. So we'll at least fill out the requirements for forming Spain. I just need to have a higher Diplo tech, or a higher admin tech, and some legitimacy, which I have like none of, which is cool. So what happened here? You look like you just lost 3 provinces. Massive rip. Or at least this one. Let's see here. It was never really annexed by... Okay, never mind. It was never annexed by Naples, but this was. So, rest in peace, Naples. And they're going to have separatists as well, so, you know, rest in peace, Naples. And I'm hoping that this guy dies. Because then I'll get a succession war with France, except I will be defending. Which is good, except my allies are, like, weak. Well, I have Burgundy. Burgundy's not bad. Gonna improve relations with Burgundy. Natives. Right, yes, because we are doing the not Reconquista, but we're doing the Conquistador things. Of course. That would make sense. So, try to get Naples to like me, because eventually they'll be my PU. Tripoli gets, yeah, gets more trade power in Tripoli, of course. That's kind of cringe. You just posted cringe, sir. I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you just did that. They're gonna get blocked off. Actually, there's no chance that they're gonna be allowed to leave, because there's always gonna be a ship passing by. That's true. That's 100% true. Yeah, that actually doesn't matter. Because no one's gonna let them cross. It's very unlikely that they're going to be allowed to cross. Okay, and just as I say that, I'm just gonna stop talking. Please ignore me. Right, so anyway, as I said, no one's gonna let them cross. Yeah, totally. And in other cases, how about I... What if I declare on Tlemcen, and then I reconquest Portugal's cores with that when I separate peace Morocco? Is that allowed, or is that just illegal? I'm not even sure. It could just be illegal. I might not actually be able to return those cores. Protestant Reformation in 88? Really? I thought we were at 70% last I checked. I guess people were starting to really get pissed off at the Pope, huh? Oh, that's not good. That's really, really bad. Okay. Also, you're getting slapped, Brandenburg. That sucks. That really sucks. Major victory. Cool. I get 9 ducats. Cool. And 8 favors. That works. And your trust with me is 41, so somewhat trustful. Great, you took a single province. Screw you too, Poland. I guess you couldn't full annex. Not really. So that's fair. Anyway, that's not gonna come up for a long time, so that's cool. I think I'll invade here. Or I could invade here. Preferably you, because it's just Morocco. And I kind of want to give Aragon more land before we're done. Yeah, let's do that. Let's declare on you. Now Morocco actually has a lot of guys. But we have 3 personal unions. Well, 2 personal unions and a vassal, so that works. And a march, rather. So, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna take this. We're gonna swap out, because we have an extra leader, really? I guess so. Because we do have that one guy, we do have that, that one conquistador, so that makes sense. Let's have you explore in... I guess the Caribbean wouldn't hurt. Just finish off the rest of the Caribbean. I kind of want to know about Mesoamerica and Peru, and that's about it. And then I want to go towards Africa and start doing all that. Where's that in mountains? Highlands. Okay, yeah. Not good still, but... Let's get rid of those ships. Good riddance, rest in peace, the Moroccan flagship. You spent like 100 ducats on nothing. Congrats. And we're gonna keep going here. I'm gonna set my all of my subjects to aggressive. I also should have seized land, but I'll see if I can remember to do that later. Everyone, aggressive. Kill, attack, destroy. Conquer. Okay, let's get ourselves a spy network here. I don't need you to be that friendly with me. Spy network here. And we're just gonna see how it goes. Actually, should I attack you here? Probably. You're Tech 7, I'm Tech 7, so no difference there. You have a 0-2, I have a 1-0. Oh yeah, I grabbed the wrong dude. Okay, he's gonna get there first. I'm not gonna get... Well, there's no crossing risk anyway, but... He has a good shock, doesn't he? Yeah, he has 2 shock on me, which is really bad. But we're still gonna win. With massive casualties, but still a dub. I should swap to this guy, shouldn't I? This is the guy with no shocks. Yeah, never mind. I should change to this guy. This guy's really good. He's got the 5 shock. But he's over here sieging. So this guy needs to get his men back. That's what he needs to start with. Oh, he's fighting me. Not good for me. I'm gonna lose that. I do have better morale. Maybe I won't lose that. I don't know. Let's see. Admin, Mill, or Diplo. Let's go with Diplo for sure. Am I gonna lose this battle? Am I going to lose this battle? No, but I've taken so many casualties that I practically have to leave. I could hire this guy for 2% army professionalism. Yeah, but he's expensive. Or lose 5 prestige. I do have 6 loans. I don't know if I'm willing to... 5 prestige is nothing. That's okay. I'll waste the 5 prestige. I might want to start repaying my loans now that my interest is starting to catch up to me a little. Just a little bit. But if I have, you know, if I'm low on income, obviously there's some things we can do to solve that a bit. Royal marriage from Brandenburg. You have no heir. By all means, please have the stamina on your throne. By all means, good sir. And you got an heir. And you got an heir. Yeah, screw you two, Naples. Screw you two. I just got really unlucky with that rivalry. If they didn't rival me, we would have been really great. I don't even have a... Okay, sure, let me finish my sentence. They rivaled me, and then they lost their heir or something, or they had no heir right after they rivaled me, and I feel a little sad about it. Anyways, early Carrick, and an explorer. I don't have an option here. I get to have one. And so now I am 2 leaders over my limit. To be fair, this is just the better explorer, so once you're back, I will be kicking you out. We want a siege, that's great, absolutely wonderful. Let's start the siege over here. The troops are going to start to flow in, you love to see that. And actually... Expedition... It is complete, isn't it? Are you dumb? Or are you pausing? Ah, he's pausing. Because we don't have any men, like no sailors at all. If I get rid of you, do I get the sailors back? Probably not, but I will get rid of you anyway. Oh, I do get the sailors, wonderful. Yeah, because I actually can't afford that whole thing at all. So you're gonna sit there, you're gonna stay put, because I can't afford to actually fix you. There's the timer for today. That's great, but we have some things to do. The clergy love me, and we get missionary strength. You love to see that. Let's see here. We have 8% missionary strength. If I had another missionary guy, we might be able to convert these. Maybe? I'm thinking it's a possibility. Can I fight that stack? How many men are on there? 14,000. Okay, what if I... Temporarily, I'm gonna do... Actually, no, that's stupid. Why would I do that? He's not actually that good at fighting. Sorry, you can have him back. Yeah, keep going. Indeed. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to get 95 ducats, apparently. No, I'm gonna do the other way around. Yeah. I'm gonna swap this guy over to here. You are going to go here. You're gonna siege. You're gonna hop on this boat, and you're gonna go and kill some Moroccans. Because now we have the brilliant 5 shock. So he does some big damage. Now, I'm actually also gonna block him off, because screw you guys. And I think these guys can stick back here. Yeah, I'm actually going to blockade over here so that you guys can't leave. Because if you don't control the strait, and there's a neutral party here, then you can't leave, so have fun. You just played yourself. So I guess I can do that as well. More explorations. You can go... Caribbean, I guess? Yeah, just discover the Caribbean real quick. Mexico especially. I want to take Caribbean trade, then Mexico trade. And, yeah, it's really hard, because I'm trying to do both New World and Old World stuff. How am I going to balance this? I don't even know. I'll figure out a way. Slowly and steadily, that's how we're going to do it. For sure. Okay, you guys are good together now. These guys are great. You can start sieging that. These guys are blocked off and will not be allowed to leave even once they siege that down. So I can actually send you over here. It's really risky if I do that, though, because there might be noble rebels trying to cross the path here. It is just 2k. If they die, I'm not gonna, like, cry about it, but, you know. Ooh, I'm gonna take the money, because I need money right now, thank you. And then, I'm gonna need to grab that colonist soon enough. Okay, you guys are gonna siege this down. I'm gonna take that prestige, I think. I don't care about your aggressiveness. It's all very little meaning in the end there. But anyways, I want to core that, so that's why we're doing stuff over here. And then I'm going to bring 3 cogs over to here. Got these guys, ship them back over to here. I will repay that loan, actually, and I'll extend that one. You guys can go there, you're going to go back over here. My theory should be correct, we're going to find out soon enough, actually. All those are fine. More explorations. How about you go down to West Africa, then? So I want to grab the coasts. The Grain Coast and the Gold Coast, I think, are the ones I want. So that's cool. There we go. Those guys are back home. Cool, cool. These guys are doing fine here. And do you have ships still? Yes, but they're blocked off by navies. Which is great. You love to see that. You know what you don't love to see, though? This whole thing that I'm doing here. That is something remarkably stupid, and you can't... okay. I'm gonna have to make sure to remind myself, because I just did something stupid. You shouldn't be allowed to move, right? Yes, beautiful. Stack attrition. Perish. My only regret is that I'm at 99% on that. But I've taken your capital, so I don't actually care. Okay, so in theory, we are fighting a total of 38,000 men, but in reality, it's just down to 13. Because of the massive mistakes that they just made. And I've apparently just walked right into here to fight in the Highlands. You know. Like a perfect move, obviously. Well, if I could stack wipe him, then yeah, it actually is a good move. Please. Also, this. Remember this? Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Stack wipe? Maybe? Maybe? No. How about now? Yes, this is a stack wipe. Great. Well, so just like that, it is down to no one. We're actually fighting 0 men now. We have free reign. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you just love to see that? That's what I consider an absolute win. Okay, it's time for the colonists. No, it isn't. I lied. Close, but we're not ready for the colonist yet. We're almost ready for the next Miltech, so that's cool. Oh, nope. Hold on. Hold on. We can't let the ships escape, sorry. Very, very sorry. You guys can have them back, though, that's cool. And then West African Sea, of course. So I can colonize those, and I think we should probably put in a cut for today, because I know that timer went off a little while back. What actually are we at right now? 31 minutes, yeah, it's definitely a good place to put a cut in here. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode so far. We got a little bit done. A decently substantial amount of stuff done here today. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the wonderful patrons you see up on screen, starting with the General tier with Quiet Guy, Brennan Arsenault, Torvald, and Farron. Those in the Prince tier, Natsuki, Rockbox 2020, and TFLJ Martis. Those in the King tier, Chewy Shoot and Quarbite. In the Elector tier, Drunk Binary. And in the Conqueror of Worlds tier, The Watcher. Thank you guys so much for your pledges this month. It means a lot to me, and you're helping to move this channel forward much more than you know. Truly, I cannot thank you guys enough.